Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Nico here, and this is one of the last game of the season. We were top 105 I think yesterday when we finished the game. Now today we are top 111 again. Lots of players climbing up the ranks right now, trying to make it to top 100, and we are no exception. So player 4, we have Holo Projector, which is quite nice here. Some nice but expensive cards, otherwise Truesayer as well, I don't mind that one. But what do we want here? I think we have to go for the main right now. I know it's a bit boring, I probably played him a lot these last few games. But being player 4, we kinda need to make the optimal choice. And I feel like for us at least Leto is the optimal choice. So I think we'll just go for him. Especially with his prudent diplomacy, that allows us to still gain a bit of influence with the spacing guild, even though we probably will be far from a full space in the first few rounds. So it still gives us a chance of maybe unlocking shipping if we want. And obviously it gives us that discount on Landsrat spaces, which hopefully will help us get our Soul Master before many of our opponents. Oh, and a nice conflict, to be honest. That's my favorite conflict to try to still fight to a certain extent for first spot, is when you get Solari and a bump. That is quite nice. Let's see if we will make it, but we are last, so we have the luxury of information, seeing what other players do. Very standard game, the first two players going to full space and smuggling. Very meta, I would say. I am actually weighing up potential hardy warriors to really try and fight for that. The only thing is, if we don't get it, we waste a lot of resources on that. Used Reconnaissance, so he could still have his signaturing for next round. That would mean he could I mean, if Carthage is still open, he could get up to 12, basically, and that we cannot beat. But if that's not open, or if he doesn't have his signaturing, then he could go up to 10, and that we could win. I think I'll start with the signaturing to keep that option open next round. If it's still there, if we see we can win it like that, we will. Let's take that. And here basically we just commit one troop so that we can deploy our full garrison if we like it. And if we don't, we'll probably just target second place or even third, to be honest. Helena doing it. That is quite unexpected, at least on my side, but that probably means that troop is wasted. But that saves us that water in the end, given we won't use it to spend it there. But I would have liked winning that conflict would have meant we would get interstellar shipping access probably for 3 rounds in a row, which would really have helped us. That is quite annoying. For us it's probably a still suits, and maybe we still fight for it. We have 1 dagger. I'm not sure if it's worth it, to be honest. No, maybe not. I kinda wanna fight for it, just... I mean, it's probably stupid, but I wanna mess with them a bit, not give them an easy Solari here, although they paid quite expensive already as well, but let's just sink that in, that they are facing an angry Leto. Maybe looking for a dagger, and getting that dagger. So that is quite annoying, because now if Beast has even just 1 dagger, we don't get anything out of those 3 troops. It was quite expected, but that's what angry Leto does. Yep. So we wasted our troops. But we also wasted the ones from Beast. That's just how it is gonna be. And the Chris knife just for the Freeman access. So what is our plan here? Maybe we do Fort Space if it's open. Could also do smuggling. I mean, if either is open, but I would expect one to be open. I would expect Helena to not really care about smuggling, given she has shipping. She has level 2 here, so I'm not surprised, but Beast, I'm a bit surprised. I was expecting him rather to go to smuggling first, because it won't bring him much to come here. Because next round he is first player, so even if he spends it going here, Helena can go to shipping first. Only thing he does is allowing her to use it more. This conflict actually also has a bump, and again, if we get it here, we have 2 rounds in a row of interstellar shipping for ourselves. But I assume Beast now sends in 2 troops. We know he's got a dagger, so it's gonna be the same story. If we go to Hardy Warriors, we both have 2 troops, 1 dagger. Oh no, actually he even has 3 because of his Signet ability. So yeah, it's already not worth it for us to go and fight. Although he sent only 2 troops. I kinda wanna mess with him now. We basically have no chance of winning it, but we can prevent him from winning it, which would be funny. Although he's got an intrigue card, so probably means something. Should maybe not waste our troops on trolling, but then again, it's kind of funny. It distracts me. Should we send in 2 though? Yeah, I think we can with the dagger up. Worst case, we should still be getting 2nd place, so let's be a bit active. It's against all my usual rules. Usually I fight early for combats mostly. I don't send in troops if I'm not sure what's gonna happen. At least I try not to. Right now I feel a bit crazy, let's say. Well, it seems everyone is very conflict hungry this game. I probably would have won strategically if I didn't get involved in any of those first 2 conflicts apparently. But we are always smarter afterwards, and I kinda knew those were not the most optimal decisions. I still wanted to just, how would you say, like, entertain myself. And sometimes gaming is not about finding the most optimal solution, is to find the funniest one. Or the one that provides you the most fun, should I rather say. Yeah, see, we just made Beast burn his guard. And his last troop. I think I want the Imperial Spy, just because I like the faction access, and trashing it after 1 round makes it not too polluting in terms of low persuasion, given we already bought one that does not really bear anything. At least we get something out of the conflict, given Yuna is this time not getting involved. So it's good news for us still actually that Beast gets level 2 here thanks to the conflict, or should get it, because then it means he needs to go to shipping if he wants it before Helena, meaning we should get smuggling, and that would mean 7th Solari, which is the Swordmaster. So unless Beast makes the decision to go up and down, which he might, given that would bring him just enough here, he might be greedy and decide to go up here. Oh, but he won't get it. Oh, that's funny. That is quite funny considering he wasted the rapid mobilization for that. But might mean he's gonna go to smuggling before us, but that would just be the game. Oh, interesting. That is actually the best probably bump we could have gotten from there. It means we can afford not to go to fault space typically, and potentially use our signet ring ability on something else. So if Beast goes to smuggling, for us it's going to be a Haga Basin for sure. If he doesn't, I see more value in getting the Swordmaster, so then we would rather go to smuggling and then Swordmaster. And then, I mean, if it's still there, obviously, but Beast has one water, so he might just go there himself. Oh wait, he starts with Manta. Actually, we should then go to shipping. Yeah, for sure. That means we're just short one Solari though, but we can maybe count on Helena to give us one. Let's see. We should also be able to go back to shipping next round. Now, which alliance do we want to fight for? I think rather the Spacing Guild. Two Worm Riders. That, imagine someone taking both. On reveal, if you have the alliance, that's a total of 12 daggers with just 2 cards. Oh, she might recall to get us that Solari. Would be perfect timing. Awesome. Then we can afford the Swordmaster now and play a third agent. Probably signaturing, hopefully to Haga Basin would be awesome. Oh, she's fighting us, although she could have taken it here. Not sure to understand that play. Maybe she has something to pick it up right now. All right. She has the Spy Smugglers. She's the one, no, that bought the Spy Smugglers. Yes. Should have thought about that when choosing which alliance to go for. Here I was like, I like those Solari more than the water here, to be honest. But I didn't fully think it through. You're not doing everything right. Round 3 and already Swordmaster and High Council behind her. Yeah, Helena going. Oh no, actually she's not using Spy Smuggler. She's just snatching the alliance with a probably a bit of a wasted move, to be fair, at full space at this stage. Maybe not the most efficient, but I guess if it's to steal a point from an opponent, I guess it's not totally wasted. I just feel like typically, like taking this alliance would have allowed them to use diplomacy on the combat space, which here yields another victory point. So, I mean, depends on priorities, but I think that could maybe have made more sense. But I can also understand that it's always so satisfying to steal an alliance. Thing is, we might even be able to snatch it back, but she has Spy Smugglers, so I don't think we even try here. But that victory point, for sure we try. So here I think we go with the Emperor. Although, actually, taking it here, even if we end up not taking the alliance, getting 3 Solari, it's not half a point. Here we get closer to a victory point. I think it's worth more. I was just thinking those Solari brings us closer to a High Council or give us a Dreadnought already, but I think we should still prioritize getting the rest over the line in terms of faction friendships. That is a bit annoying, because she's probably going to get involved in the conflict. And we have not much to defend ourselves, just 1 dagger. She has 2 intrigue cards, so if that is combat, then she can take that victory point quite easily. That's probably the second Worm Rider gun. Oh no, prefers Guild Accord, which makes sense, to be honest. I don't think there's a wrong answer there. And we have a grand total of 2. Too bad, 3 would have been so much better, but I really didn't think we would have even a shot at shifting allegiances, given 2 people were set to reveal before us. Oh, she doesn't have a dagger, so let's hope this is not combat related, and then we might still get a victory point out of that. Let's see, would be quite wishful thinking. She sure thinks a lot. But I don't see really what is there to think about. If you have a combat card, you just play it here. A victory point is valuable. Awesome. We get that point with 2 troops. That is a cheap one for all the wasted troops we had in round 1 and 2. This combat was good. So I think we keep that for 1 agent turn to the Fremen spots, and right now we do a shipping with Dune. Or maybe actually diplomacy to still suits if it's open, and then we can use Chris Knife for a great flat. That would be awesome. It's a lot of spice to live there. That's an alliance for you now. No one interested in those stacks. Oh wow, a hayliner. Well, not too bad for us if he decides to go full in. He kind of wastes 6 pies there for a hayliner round 4. It's usually not the most optimal. Getting a dreadnought makes sense though, so why not? But he probably doesn't not put everything in, does he? Yeah, okay, no, then it's a smart hayliner then, I agree. Getting the X-Kill compact for a dreadnought makes sense. Not necessarily doing it on the full space makes sense as well. Being able to trash it afterwards, why not? And for us it's very good as well. If he wins that point, we're not that scared. He's a bit the least developed one right now. So let's do our plan. Oh, but he's got 2 water now. Yeah, that was probably part of his plan. Yeah, it's very smart, because he pays 6 spies now and gets them back here. Yeah, that's well done. We still have to try it, obviously. And I was saying Beast wasted his hayliner, yet it was, to be honest, a really brilliant play. He didn't really see it that way, but once everything gets uncovered, it makes total sense. Being able to recoup his 6 spies right now, to be honest, is a really, really good move. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, hats off. I think for us it's a Chris knife for sure. See more value in doing that than sending a dagger to negotiation. Now the only thing is, do we pick up a bit of spice here for 1 water? Or something I think I prefer here is actually just getting that alliance. Also because Helena has a power play, or will have a power play. So I think getting that alliance, getting a bit further away from her here, makes sense to maybe avoid giving her any temptation to snatch it before us a second time. But I don't think we participate here for 1 spice. I don't want to take the risk given Yuna has 2 agents. I don't think we want a second Imperial spy. I think at this point we'll focus a bit on persuasion. A liaison wouldn't hurt. What are we drawing next? Convincing argument. So part of our plans is probably to try and recall on the shipping track to get some Solari and hopefully High Council or Dreadnoughts, depending on what seems more appropriate. Other thing is probably by recalling we send our we kickstart a bit our Bene Gesserit faction, or maybe we go up one. She didn't buy the power. She hasn't revealed yet. My bad. It's Yuna doing her business first. Yes, Helena can buy the power play. So maybe when recalling the shipping track, we should indeed just bump one up here with the Fremen to try and discourage her from trying to steal that, because she seems quite eager to compete for those contested alliances, as we saw with the Spacing Guild. Because here with the Emperor, we kind of think anyways we will get it thanks to the Imperial Spy. At some point we want to play it, trash it, and get rid of that card. And Bene Gesserit, we probably expect someone to go up here at some point, so we could take one bump with the Signet Ring and another bump with Diplomacy. And then, I mean, if we can fight for that alliance, maybe we do, but priority is probably to just get that point, secure that alliance a bit better, and that point in a bit of a longer term. On the other hand, Chris Knife could just go to a Fremen spot and we could use smuggling to recall and maybe bump up Bene Gesserit then. Although actually we have the Fremen bond, so we could also just use it passively. Let's anyways recall, because that Solari will be useful to go do a bit of a politics play before round 7 is usually what I like doing. So let's take the Solari anyways. And now, where do we see that bump? We could actually take it here. We most likely won't get that alliance. We actually, no. Let's, I mean, my thinking was here, that means we will most likely not be able to use our Signet ability on that. Because, I mean, being the most advanced one, it means someone needs to bump twice before we can even use our Signet ability. But on the other hand, we could also just use our Signet ability there to get that 3 Solari when we see it fit. But right now we have 7 Solari, enough for High Council, for Dreadnought, so we don't really need that. Let's first secure points. Did she buy? Okay, Holo Projectors. I think, what do we want first? We can't buy any deck right now. We could also just first go for Haga Basin, and then we could buy training drones, for instance. Do we want training drones? But playing Haga Basin means we don't get the bump here through the reveal. Maybe we don't do that. Yeah, let's just go for a Dreadnought, no deck, and then we can put it in with a Reconnaissance to Kartag or Arakin Although I'm not a big fan of sponsoring someone's dreadnought covering my controlled zone. So just out of that spite, I might not want to go to Hurricane. I am a bit of a petty player in case you haven't noticed yet. So Kartag is gone. We might have to go to Siege Tower then. Or maybe... Yeah, no, getting 4 would give us Imperial Basha, which is actually not a big fan of it only having 1 persuasion, but it's not a bad card. It's maybe better than piling up liaison like we already have a couple, so maybe we could go to Arakin, see what we draw. Maybe we draw a 2 persuasion card, although it's quite unlikely. Here we have basically 3 cards I kinda wanna play. The rest I don't really mind. Do we feel like doing that? I think we just go for a water. Then we have 3 water. Let's rather do that. I think it's better overall for us right now. And let's maybe send 1 in. Anyways, 5 troops garrison is... Yeah, I mean... It's not... No, it's maybe not too much, but let's still try to compete a bit and see what happens. It's not a victory point, otherwise for sure I would have gone everything I could send in. Alright, Yuna seems to be quite eager on that conflict, so... At least with that, we should still be guaranteed to get something out of it, otherwise... I mean, Dreadnought is for free sending in, so not winning anything is fine as well. But I kinda like getting an intrigue card out of this. I wouldn't mind. And 1 troop for me is not that expensive here, given our garrison is twice as good as anyone else's. Training drones. Disposal facility, not interested at all. It's way too late for that. The only play where I could see it right now making sense is if you have a unload effect. I don't know, like a smart dweck, some card like that that provides resources on trashing it, and you kind of need those resources and have no other way of getting them. But then again, actually you spend 3 spies right now, and a smart dweck would only give you 2 spies and 2 Solaris, so no, wouldn't really make a play. Maybe for In the Shadows if you're close to an alliance here, and you need to race for it, then it could be a play. Otherwise, way too late to get that. Oh wow, that's quite some daggers. True, who actually bought those 2 sandworms? So one is from Helena, as we just saw. the other one. Helena got one, and did I miss it? It was before that shifting allegiances, I think, no? Ah, no, no. First, yeah, Guild Accord was bought instead, meaning the second one was bought a bit later. Is it still here? Am I just... Oh yeah, I'm a bit tired apparently. It's still here, alright. Then at least no one has that second one. For now. Yeah, so Helena, if you have combat cards, now would be a good time. It's not about victory points. Just go for it. Because if she ends up third, she has a choice actually. She could take a water instead of the entry card, but she fights for it and drops below 3, so she can safely get the card instead of in case Yuna fights back. Alright, so we at least end up third. Oh, a staged incident. I did not expect that one. So we end up second, which is good for us. That's very good. Is she gonna pick up a tech? She is. Probably Sonic Snoopers then? A bit surprised by that move. She's next in play, so if I were her, I would have recalled, got up one here, and then her turn, another shipping, again up recall, so you get 4 troops out of that, 2 bumps, and here she comes. Yeah, we kind of predicted that, so it's good that we got one up there. Oh, an infiltrate, I like that. I like that one. So I think we won't take High Council this round, because we have 2 daggers here, and at least keeping 1 dagger for that makes it useful. Oh, that's a horrible first hand actually for our first level 3 combat. We might have to do something about that. Hurts a bit to do a research station for that, because we see that we're not picking up any persuasion. So it's a research station for 1 persuasion, which is basically a net 0 if we play, for instance, the signet ring. But on the other hand, I would hate to start round 7 with that in hand. Wow, he went all in. Hayliner round 6, that's, I cannot probably not the best moment to do one. Especially I have more than enough water to go to Great Flat now, and I think I am tempted by that. I know Helena has a power play, and she has 3 and 3 cards, so she plans on maybe stealing that. I'm not sure we can afford even giving her one more round for that. Maybe we should secure it right now. I think we should, just to be safe. I'm a bit scared of her, to be fair. I don't want to give her that point at all. Let's send in just our Dreadnought for now. We have a nice garrison for next round. I like having maximum 6 because 3 agents on 3 combat spaces means you can deploy all of it in one round if it gets to that. More than 6, to be honest, is a bit of an overkill most of the time. Unless, I mean, the only place where it can make sense is with the rapid mobilization. Obviously, you don't care about combat spaces. You do your thing. You buy whatever you want, and then you send in everything thanks to a surprise last move at your reveal turn. That is very powerful. But other than that, there's not much sense in having more than 6 troops in the garrison. I'm not sure what we do with that. Do we leave it? Oh, actually we have a Spice Plus Flow play. Signaturing to Research Station draws us all 3 here, and then Dagger to High Council. Ah, no, because we use 1 Persuasion here. We just get 1 back here, so it's 6 plus 2 from the Dagger, 8. That does not work, but it was close. Spy Satellites. Can someone do much out of that? Helena could have 2 points out of it. Which is not insane value, but not too bad either. Disposal facility. Not sure it's worth it at this stage. As I said before, I would never buy it that late in the game. So, I think I like a Dune to Great Flat, because that brings us to 5 spies, 6 with a 3rd spot here. We would probably use 1 with a signet ring, so maybe winning the being 2nd would allow us to have enough spies for a Hayliner at some point. So let's first do Dune, the desert planet, to the Great Flat. Should we still send in something? No, I don't think so. Maybe our signet ring can go to Imperial Basin if it's still open. Would make sure we have enough spies. regardless of what happens in the conflict, and I think I like that because both that have 0 right now still have 2 agents, so but that prices us out from power play and warm riders, whereas actually signaturing to high council would make it. Maybe we should do that instead. To be honest, I see more value in maybe getting a power play because it increases also our chances of maybe going to Hayliner, which could be valuable. Let's take that point, I think. I'm not sure I really want to use the other guy, the spy, what is it, Imperial Spy, because going to pick up 2 Solar is a bit weak. Conspire maybe, but I'm not a big fan of Conspire when we are just 2 spies off a Hayliner. Because we only have a Fremen access here, Emperor access here, so basically we only have diplomacy that go to Hayliner. Or Bene Gesserit for that matter, and obviously power play would help us for that. No, probably means Beast takes it. Yes, at least we have enough for a Warm Rider as well. But maybe it's a Bene Gesserit sister, gives us 1 more access for this point that we would want. No, I think Warm Rider. Just so powerful for us as well, given we have the alliance. 6 daggers on reveal. But Bene Gesserit sister would have uncovered Guild Administrator and enough persuasion to buy both. So maybe it would have been better in terms of agent moves, but this on reveal could mean a win in a combat, so it might bear more value. But this, what are we doing? Probably dagger to Menta is one of the first moves we should be doing. Sending 2 troops. Not sure that's worth it, to be honest. 1 troop I would understand. Yeah, then again it's the same marginal value. 1 troop, 1 spice, 2 troops, 2 spice. Yeah, true. Depends on what she wants, where she sees the value, and indeed brings her that much closer to a Hayliner potentially. Oh, actually that's... Hello. He's blocking our control again. Arakin, no. Let's hope it's not Arakin popping up now. Alright, that is not a conflict we are that interested in, so it is a lucky conflict to have that shitty hand. Oh, that I like to see. When someone challenges the challenger, that is awesome, because she's been messing around with the alliances since the start. Hasn't even started these 2 factions and yet started to try to mess with us here, so now it's funny to see her in that situation. So I think we go for the Menta first. Alright. Dagger to tech negotiation would give us a Spice-Must Flow, but I'm not sure if it's really worth it. We have 3 agents we could play. We could pick up more spice to be ready for a Hayliner. We could potentially still play Imperial Spy to just trash it and get a intrigue card out of it. She is probably gonna snatch that alliance. Indeed. And that is worrying, because she has now 2 alliances and quite uncontested, especially that one. It's far. I mean, this one as well, we're so far from her. She has time to see it coming, especially given we don't have the power play. Oh, and the spy satellites. Yeah, that's worth 2 points for her right now. Probably has a plan of probably still going back here would make sense for the siege tower, and then maybe if she gets that one, she can always rush it for 3 spies and a victory point. So let's see. Yeah, she has to waste the power play on the fall space. That is funny to see. And that's all thanks to Beast's provocation here, let's say. I actually saw another play that we could do is a Dune the Desert Planet to smuggling and then a dagger to Dreadnought. Then we have 2 Dreadnoughts ready for next round. Oh, and the mini... Oh, wait. Can we do something about that? No, no. We could have had tech negotiations still be open. But it is not. And next round, what I was thinking is it sets us up for an infiltrate. Oh, we don't need infiltrate, we will be first player. So an interstellar shipping to pick up a bump here with the Bene Gesserit. 2 troops, which we don't mind, although it will mean our garrison will be a bit too thick there, but we might be able to use some right now actually. And 2 spies to have enough for a Hayliner, so I think I like that. But I kinda like that Minimic film as well, or even detonation device actually, given we have 2 dreadnoughts. The problem is it puts us a bit further from a Hayliner, but we have infiltrate, so we can go to Hayliner even after someone else, and they're all very far from it actually. So maybe we do take a detonation device even. So detonation device would mean we go back to 2. This recall would bring us back to 4. Either should be enough next round, but I would expect at least, yeah, maybe even both to be taken, so let's see. Not quite sure if Minimic film is maybe just that tiny bit cheaper that we can make it more viable. But I like detonation devices, especially as Leto, given the dreadnoughts are that much cheaper for us to take. It could just make sense to do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yes, because, I mean, right now it would have given us a Kvisats potentially, but I don't want to early reveal, I want to play a liaison afterwards. Probably to Siege Tower if still open would be good. Giving us those 2 water to also potentially going to Great Flat or Research Station would be awesome. The worst case, Arrakeen, just to get involved in the conflict. Getting those 3 spies actually, yeah, that's what we just need for our round 1 turn 1 interstellar shipping we would do next round. Do we have enough triangles here? We have 4 yellow accesses. Yeah, we should have at least 1, although statistically it's feasible that we don't, obviously, but I'm confident in our chances. What popped up? Alright, a mimic film is taken. Chomerky popped up after us. Restricted ordnance right now. Those are good. Those are definitely good, but we don't really see a way to get there for now, given our priority is definitely on a Hayliner. So we have Siege Tower access, which is very good. We can... I think we send it those 2 plus 1 anyways. That one is a bit excess because 6 is the maximum you can send normally with 3 agents. So this troop was anyways a bit surplus compared to next round's capacity. And if we can mess a bit with Helena on the way, that's always funny. Oh, seems we won't. Seems she's even competing for first spot here. Can she take something from anyone? No, she can take a victory point though, so that's obviously valuable and not really wished for. Should we take in the shadows maybe still? I mean, give the bankers. How did I not see that one first? Maybe still, in case we trash something, going for instance to selective reading, if at some point it happens, we have that to trash. Can still offer maybe an additional bump that could challenge her. Oh, nice one. Beast fighting for it. And it also decreases a bit. Yeah, no, he took it at the right spot, but so it decreases a bit the value of the reward for him because he takes 1 bump down to get 2 up, but no, he probably chooses them somewhere else, like Bene Gesserit. Does Helena fight back? What could she have? Ah, that is not an ideal conflict for us. At least not one we really want to go to Hayliner for. But actually, we could do that play. I think if Yuna is not attentive, we could steal it from her. Let me just double check if she has any double influence card. I don't think so. Freighter fleet. Ah, she does have shifting allegiances. Okay. And she has enough for a signet ring, so maybe she will still get a bump here without us. Otherwise I thought Yeah, let me play first, sorry. We could have gone quite quickly up in 2 rounds now. Between that bump we take from the shipping track, signet ring for 1 influence there, and then diplomacy to selective breeding, trashing in the shadows would have given us just enough to go up here. But given she has shifting allegiances, she could easily snatch it back from there, especially with so much spice around here. Although she has 0 water, so it's only about Imperial Basin. But still. We could do that play still. Let's see. So we have 7 persuasion. If we play signaturing to Imperial Basin, for instance. We play diplomacy to selective breeding. So we have 5 persuasion left, and we draw 2 cards out of here. Yeah. It's not really a given we will get those 4 persuasion we need for a Spice Must Flow. But on the other hand, it cycles our deck a bit quicker, so that we hopefully get diplomacy a bit quicker again. Guild bankers maybe as well. So I think it's still a play I would see us doing. Okay, Chomer key is picked up by Helena. Yeah, I think I like that play. I would probably prefer Haga Basin, to be fair. But if Imperial Basin is not taken, I will take it to make sure Yuna cannot send shifting allegiances to Imperial Basin. Let's see now if she picks up a water. It's probably a good indication that she probably sees through our play. She's not doing that. Might pick up artillery for free, which makes total sense. Five in 3 cards, I haven't seen that before. But it's too bad we need to do selective reading for our play. Also to get rid a bit of those cards. I mean, I like Warm Riders, but it's the only one, so I prefer getting those a bit out of the way. If we cannot get a Spice Must Flow, a Treachery would also be a very good card to be able to potentially have soon, given our deck would be mixed a bit quicker if we only have 2 cards left in the deck after selective reading. So although Secrets is very tempting, seeing that, we can't afford it right now. She has 4 tech actually. What's going on there again? Yeah, okay. An early reveal, wow. How did that happen? What? I don't fully understand. What did she have in hand? She had city access. What was that about? I'm completely lost by that play. Interesting. Alright, everything but persuasion. but it's actually not too bad it's actually very good for us. Because now we have a serious chance at winning that conflict, and given we didn't go to Hayliner, we have enough spice to buy a second point here. So let's see. I mean, Yuna still has 2 agents, so she could still make a play. Yeah, she could. Now she would take probably the influence with the Bene Gesserit, and then she could go to secrets with her last agent if she has an access. Ah, and Beast goes for the Hayliner, so we might just get 1 point out of that conflict, and we might get the alliance stolen right when we got it. So that path to victory was quite quickly shut down by our opponents. Although we could actually still win it. I mean, not the game, but the combat, I mean. Yeah, let's take Treachery. I like the reveal. Although Gurney could actually have made more sense. I might have played a bit too quickly. Yeah, she has secrets. Oh, did she have again a second Dispatch and Envoy card? She played 2, right? That is interesting. Beast probably securing it, makes sense. Or is he greedy? No, he's securing it. Is it enough though? We could match him with that. But I'm not sure we want to do that. I think we could keep it, although he's the only one with dreadnoughts. Oh no, okay. So we can't match him anyways. So that's sorted for us. He can buy 1 point, so he's gonna be at 8 like us right now. It's crazy that we have a garrison of 8. It's ridiculous. We need to do something about that. It's a bit annoying because it means Hayliner, we are 1 troop short, given it's a maximum of 12. Oh, and that horrible hand. We need the research station open. Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. We have infiltrate. So that could save us, to be honest. But for sure, reconnaissance to research station will be our play. Oh wow, we finished the tech pile. That's quite rare. At least for my games, I don't see that often. Detonation devices, true. I, I forget it when opponents have it, and I keep getting trapped by additional surprise victory points at end of the combats because of that, but it seems I even forget about it when I have it. Okay, Beast is not really scary with his techs. Helena has the Chomer key, Minimic film, which can, and training drones actually, which can all be useful even now. Artillery, spy satellites, obviously. Yeah, some good text around there. And 4 intrigue cards in Helena's hands. That probably means there are endgame cards if she cannot play them. Means there are endgame cards, and I'm very willing to steal one. But we obviously don't have really any way of going there. Again? What does that mean? I mean, I understand early reveals when you can buy Spice Must Flow, but it's been 2 rounds in a row that she's doing that for nothing. I mean, you can see it at end of round 6, I think it was. She was definitely the most serious competitor or opponent of ours, and now she's like far from even competing. So we don't need our infiltrate for a research station, which is very good news. Oh, that's not the greatest hand to get involved in the conflict, but on the other hand, we could go with the liaison, with the treachery, and still have easily enough for a Spice Must Flow. Actually, what would make sense now is pick up the guild bankers. That would mean two Spice Must Flow for us. Someone goes to secrets. She deserved that one, to be fair. That we won't let happen for sure. Even if Heyliner is not fully worth it for us, we need to go there. Otherwise Beast can go there and then it's going to be a tight conflict. And we don't want that. We want to make sure we win it. Oh, that's quite annoying. Yeah, 1 troop short, but it's not a big deal. Hopefully. And we're back. Yeah, winning that conflict would mean 3 victory points for us given the detonation devices. And the Spice Must Flow would put us in a very good position. Oh, there's also a limited number. Didn't know that. Just 9 more. Might be a bit short. It means, how many are there in total then? 10? One was here. And that's it, right? Yeah, so 10 in total. Could Helena have any hurtful endgame? I don't think so, even if she does. I mean, plans within plans does not work. The corner of the market neither, so nothing has 2 VP potential for her, given she doesn't have High Council and any Dreadnought. Grand Conspiracy wouldn't work neither. Yeah, she really played strangely. Those two last rounds, it's like she gave up on the game, basically. Selective breeding probably means Beast is at peace with not fighting us here, which is very good news for us. And here we go to Kartag, I think. Alright, we don't have troops. Yeah, but anyways, there's nothing here for us because we have 0 spies. There's no Menta. So regardless, I think we go Kartag. Ah, but it's from our supply that we can add it, so obviously it's going to be 0 for us. But we'll definitely still use it to remove probably one troop from Yuna. She has more intrigue cards, she has that artillery card, so she's more of a threat in that conflict, although with cannon turrets. Oh, but he didn't even put in his dreadnought yet. But yeah, we can weaken Beast with that, so let's weaken Yuna with that, I think. And anyway, Spice would be the first tiebreaker, and we're far from what Beast and Yuna have. How? How did he put in that many troops? Troop transport. Oh. That's only 3 units. Ah, he went to Arakin, my bad. Yes, that makes sense. Wow, that's a pretty good play. Yeah, it's a real bummer that we could not add one troop now, nor one troop from Highliner, and I hope that won't change the game, because that would just show how much a high garrison is sometimes not in your favor, because those troops could have changed a lot for us. Yeah, I mean, let's buy another liaison. Maybe it's the end of the deck. It is not. How many? 2 are left. Oh, that's one intrigue card, and a useful one for that. Could she have an endgame that hurts us? Plans within plans would yield 1 point. Corner the market. Nothing. Grand conspiracy. Nothing actually, because she doesn't have any spice must flow and no dreadnought. But she could have the tech one, the one for 3 or more techs. So that would be 9 points plus her, her spy satellites, which yield another point for her. Does Beast have a combat card here? Anyways, there's actually none that could beat us because the best one gives 7 daggers, which would be 22, and for us this removes him 3 and brings us 2 up. So we won that conflict, I think. Unless Yuna, yeah, no, she can also, 7 is best, she can do with 1 intrigue. Should put her to 19, and again, our cannon turrets would be enough. So let's quickly send our usual. Little ad, by the way, yeah, if you're watching up to now and you don't mind my content, please feel free to like and subscribe. It would really be awesome and very appreciated from me. And let's see where that brings us, but I would assume quite close to top 100 would be quite an achievement to reach it right before the season would be awesome. So that's an ambush. Brings her just second for a potential intrigue card that could help somehow. And that is a tiebreaker. I could now bring him down. Oh, how did that happen? I didn't pass. Anyways, I was thinking, but I think our more serious competitor is Yuna, given the deck. But I don't think anyone can reach us now, to be fair. Yeah. 0 intrigue cards means everything. Yeah, now he's got 1, but that basically is it. Awesome. So that is a win for us. Let's see what it does to our ranking. Top 105, back like yesterday. We should do 2 games in a row to get there, but maybe tomorrow. Today I won't have that luxury. Anyways, thank you very much everyone for joining. And don't forget I'm live on Sundays, so feel free to drop by. I'd be glad to interact with you, and feel free to like and subscribe. It means the world to me. Have a good one. See you soon. Bye bye.